Hi YouTube, we're back again, this time with a review of the Winchester M-14 CO2 powered semi-automatic dual ammo rifle. It is rated, as you can see in the box, 700 feet per second or so. It is a .177 caliber, so it'll take any type of pellets of that size, or it'll take your regular copper BBs as well. Let me zoom in a little bit here. See what we're talking about. So right there, 700 feet per second maximum velocity, CO2 powered. There is no pump action whatsoever, and it shoots any and all .177 caliber pellets. Okay, zoom back out. We'll open up the box and take a look at what we have here. Okay. Try to pick up the camera here on the tripod, and I'll try to be as steady as possible. Here's what we look like on the inside, how it's packaged. Just a few pieces of styrofoam holding the gun in place. Alright, we'll take a look here. I've already assembled it and fired it before. This is the, I guess you'd call it the magazine here, sorry, that holds 2 CO2 cartridges. It will only function with 2. And the top faces up, and of course this is the bottom of the magazine here. And this hole is for the magazine for the pellets or the BBs, and we'll get to that in a little bit. First we'll take out the gun. Here we have it, that's the magazine. This eventually goes into here, we'll get to that. We have here is the trigger assembly. We have a safety here, front and back, that is safe. Forward is fire. We have, appears to be a metal trigger. The rest of the stock is completely plastic along with the rest of the gun. Most of the gun is plastic. I would say probably 80 or 90% of the gun is plastic. You have a recoil pad, which really doesn't have any recoil. It's just plastic as well, really hard. It almost looks like it's removable back here, but I'm not really sure. I don't think for sure that it's removable, but I'll look into that for you. You have a sling swivel up in the back, and we rotate the rifle around, and you have a sling swivel up in the front as well. You have, I don't know what you'd call it for now, we'll call it like a cleat, a little bit of styrofoam in there. A cleat for maybe attaching a bipod, something like that. You have some markings on here on the barrel. It says made in Japan. Obviously Winchester just puts their name on it. So here's what it looks like from the side. It does look like an M14, and it has that Garand style action. So I mean, it looks pretty cool for a plastic gun. You have adjustable sights for windage and elevation, and the front sight I do not believe is adjustable at all. It's a blade front sight, so I guess you get what you get there. It's a mock flash suppressor on the end. I'll kind of move the action here a little bit just so you can see what it looks like on the inside. So you can't really see much. There's some metal in there. There is no place to mount a scope or a red dot sight of any kind. There are no scope mounts. I don't think I could put any on here either, you know, drilling through plastic. And there's no Picatinny rail anywhere on the gun either. Alright, I'm going to show you how to load this gun. Here is your, I guess you could call it your rotating magazine or your rotary magazine. You actually flip it upside down. You put your pellets or your BBs in there, and it does rotate like that as you load it and as you fire it. Flip it over, and the same deal here. It rotates as you load and rotates as you fire. This is also plastic. Seems alright as far as quality goes. You'll see some markings on here. I don't know how well you can see them in the camera. It says pellets go that way. So the way I look at it is this is the really smooth side, and this side here has grooves in it, so that faces inward. Alright, so what you're going to want to do to load your gun is take your 2 CO2 cartridges, place them in there, and you have to take this cover off. I forget exactly how to do that. It wasn't real difficult. There we go, now I can show you. Just pops off. There are 2 screws here, and it comes with a wrench, a real special wrench, and you could probably use a socket too. And to take them out, you have to loosen both of these plugs or both of these nuts, and then your cylinders will come out, and then reverse to load new ones. Just put them in there and then twist these clockwise until they're tight, and you'll kind of hear a little bit of the CO2 released, and you know it's activated. So make sure you don't lose that little tool. See if I can find it here. Hopefully I didn't lose it already. Nope, here it is. So it looks like this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, and it just goes in there like that, and then you just twist them either in or out, clockwise or counterclockwise, to replace your cartridges. And you have this to cover, just snaps right back on. Not a big deal. Now we're ready to go. So orient the gun as such. Magazine goes from the bottom up, locks into place. You'll feel it lock. Then I haven't loaded this yet, but I will eventually. So remember, these should be facing you. These the flat side of this little magazine, and you'll see the little pictures of the pellets on there. And that simply goes in here with the grooves facing outward, and you'll see there's a groove in here. So that shows you where the grooves go. Just push it all the way in until it locks. There we go. Now let's just say we're loaded. We would chamber around one time and you're done. And it's semi-automatic. It cycles all on its own. Now let's say we fired off our shots. We want to reload and our CO2 cartridges are still good. There's a little button on the side right here, a little black button. Push that button and out comes your rotary magazine, ready for you to reload. Let's say your CO2 is running down and you want to replace them. There's a hatch or a latch or button on the side right here. Push that. You'll hear a little bit of CO2 release. That's perfectly normal. It should come right out. Now you're easy. It's pretty easy to replace them. So there you have it, more or less. Make sure those are secure. Make sure your grooves are facing outward in that little channel. Push her in. Chamber around. Rack one in and you're ready to go. My next video I'll be showing you how to shoot it and what it sounds like and what it can do. Thanks for watching.